In the dead of night, deep within the untouched forests of Canada, an eerie rustle breaks the silence. It starts as a faint shuffle, barely noticeable, but soon it grows louder, branches snapping, soil churning, and a low, guttural growl echoing through the trees. This isn't a myth told around campfires. It's not a scene from a survival thriller. It's real. It's happening right now. A silent war is unfolding in the wild, between man and an invasive enemy known as the wild boar. Intelligent, relentless, and brutally destructive, these beasts have become one of the greatest ecological threats to North America. Farmers wake up to ruined fields, torn fences, and trampled crops. Entire acres of corn, soy, and wheat are devoured overnight. And when confronted, these animals don't run, they charge. Canada, once known for its peaceful wilderness, now faces a crisis spreading faster than wildfire. In July 2024, headlines broke about a massive wild hog weighing over 1,120 pounds, a monstrous animal that took an entire team of hunters to bring down. Many saw it as a victory, but to those who understand the scale of the problem, it was a warning, a sign of how fast and dangerously this invasion is evolving. Wild boars reproduce at an astonishing rate, and each year, their numbers multiply across provinces like Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, threatening both farms and native species. Canada is at a crossroads, caught between preserving nature and fighting for survival. What began as isolated sightings has turned into a full-scale battle. Hunters, conservationists, and farmers are forced to join hands in a fight that demands precision, endurance, and skill. Modern hunting in Canada has become more than a sport. It's a mission. Those who take it up spend months in grueling preparation. Imagine training in freezing conditions, learning to track in the dark, balancing on uneven terrain while targets rush at you at speeds of 40 kilometers per hour. 1 second of hesitation can be fatal. These hunters simulate real battlefield conditions, because out here, one mistake could make you the hunted instead of the hunter. Every shot fired, every decision made in the dark, can mean the difference between success and disaster. Firearms, drop-gate traps, bows, and even sterilization programs have become tools in a growing arsenal against an intelligent adversary that learns, adapts, and evolves faster than anyone imagined. In the heart of Canada's farmlands. Teams move with military precision. When a pack of wild boars is spotted, hunters coordinate their chase through dense forests and open fields, tracking footprints, droppings, and feeding trails. These aren't random encounters, they're calculated missions. The capture of that 1,120-pound boar in July 2024 wasn't just a display of strength. It was the largest victory in Canadian hunting history and a symbolic message that humans aren't giving up their land without a fight. Yet despite such triumphs, the problem remains staggering. According to a 2024 report by the Canadian Invasive Species Centre, up to 1 million wild boars are killed every year across the country. Even so, their population keeps bouncing back. Their intelligence and adaptability make them one of the hardest animals to eradicate. They breed rapidly, thrive in extreme conditions, and can travel long distances, making containment nearly impossible. But not everyone agrees with the aggressive approach. Animal rights groups argue that mass hunts cause unnecessary suffering and disrupt the delicate balance of the ecosystem. They point out that excessive gunfire, helicopter chases, and noise pollution may harm other wildlife species. Environmentalists call for non-lethal methods like sterilization, while others warn that too much restraint could spell disaster for Canadian agriculture. The government now finds itself walking a tightrope between ethics and survival. Strict regulations have been introduced to maintain balance. Hunters are often limited to 4 or 5 kills a day, ensuring population control doesn't spiral into ecological chaos. At the same time, many rural communities, especially farmers, fiercely support the hunts. To them, this isn't cruelty, it's protection. Every destroyed crop field represents months of labor and thousands of dollars lost. Hunting, in their eyes, is not just necessary, it's the only line of defense left. That's why Canada has turned to innovation. Traditional traps have evolved into high-tech instruments of survival. The drop gate trap, a simple yet powerful device, has become one of the most effective tools in the fight. When a boar steps inside, a spring-loaded mechanism slams the gate shut in an instant, leaving no chance for escape. It's fast, efficient, and humane compared to open-field shootings. But the success of trapping doesn't just depend on technology. It requires intelligence and teamwork. Authorities, local farmers, and wildlife experts coordinate every move, studying the animal's habits, setting traps in key feeding zones, and using bait like corn to lure them in. These operations demand patience, precision, and a deep understanding of the wild boar's behavior. Their keen sense of smell, cautious instincts, and nocturnal nature make them formidable opponents. Hunters often spread bait from the perimeter inward, slowly building trust before triggering the trap. What's even more remarkable is how technology has merged with tradition.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.